Good morning, everybody, or afternoon, or wherever you are, what time of day you're seeing this. But hi, my name is Dawn. This is Finding My Light, and I am going to talk a little bit about NSVs. I know when we all go on our, weight loss journeys, if you're on one or been on one, some of the biggest motivators can be your non-scale victories. And I am trying to focus on that more than I am on the actual scale because I was, for a time there, was making a scale the most important way to measure my success, and that's just not true. It's just one tool that we can use. Another big tool is our non-scale victories. Like, what are we noticing as we lose weight? And I want to talk about that a little bit today. I have 3 things that I have noticed that have been a change, and I'm looking forward to them getting better and better. So let's get started. I'm going to look over a little bit because I wrote them down to make sure I didn't forget. Okay, the first one is I am walking better. That is the word, I should say, further. The biggest notice. Now, not meaning that I can walk a marathon or I'm ready to walk outside. That means I can get up and walk to the kitchen and I am not out of breath like I was before. Like, I used to be so out of breath just walking to the door. That has gotten so much better. Is it perfect? No, it's still not where it should be. It still can be quite embarrassing, but I am walking better. I'm noticing that my lungs are probably taking in more air. It's been such a huge thing for me. And when I noticed, it's like, oh, I just walked down here and I'm not so out of breath. Where before I'd be huffing and puffing, and I'm not doing that. Now, I can't just go out there and then, as I said, still not perfect. I still have problems with it, but I have seen improvements. So that's only with 50 pounds. So exciting because I can't imagine what the next 50 pounds are going to be like. Okay, so number 2, being able to stand up and move right away. And what I mean by this is I used to stand up in my chair or wherever I am, stand up, and I'd have to stand there for a minute and get my legs ready to move and say, you can do this. You can, sometimes I had to motivate them. And I could never just get up and walk like I used to be able to. I'd have to stand up, get adjusted, and walk. I noticed the other day I got up and moved right away. And I'm like, whoa. And it's funny because I didn't even realize I was doing it until it, well, black, pardon the pun, but until it dawned on me. It's like, oh, I got up and moved. My legs didn't hurt or ache as much. So that's a huge thing for me that I can just stand. It means my legs are getting stronger and I'm able to lift myself up out of the chair and be able to get my balance quicker and move. It was so weird to feel and do that. It's like all of a sudden I realized I was doing it because it should be natural just to get up and move. And I didn't realize I was doing it. I was like, whoa, I didn't just stand there. So that was awesome. And my last one is, this may seem weird to some people, but I got to the point where I couldn't lay on my back on the bed because then I couldn't breathe. Not that I lay flat because I do have to have my head elevate a little bit or I can't breathe. And I know that's because there's so much weight pushing down on my chest. And I noticed the other day I turned and I didn't turn all the way over. I decided I'm just going to try to lay on my back, see what happens. And holy cow, I could. And I breathed a lot better. Am I going to say perfectly? No. But I could lay there before I couldn't just lay there. It's like I can't breathe. I gotta move. So that has made a huge improvement. I can lay on my back for a while because I used to be a back or side sleeper. And I'm more of a side sleeper than anything, but I used to be laying on my back and I got heavier because of the weight. I couldn't, and now I can. Not perfectly, but here's what I want to end this with is I have really starting to learn that I don't have to have perfection. I'm always looking for perfection. I'm one of those people that are extremely hard on myself. If I can't do it right the first time, or if I can't do something perfectly the first time, then that's when I start calling myself names. I'm no good. I'm stupid. I'm dumb. I'm never going to get this. I don't allow myself to learn. And I keep trying to tell myself it's like a baby learning to walk. Do we expect them to just go from laying on their tummies to walking? We don't. There are stages. And it's the same for when you're losing weight. There are stages, you go from not being able to do something to starting to be able to do it to, you go from the learning stage to I can kind of do it to I'm doing it to it becomes natural. And yes, there's a fly, as there always going to be a fly. I'm sorry. Welcome to the farm life. I know I say that every time, but I have to remind people because there's some people that might not have never seen me before. I live near farms and it's summer. But anyway, and we have to realize that we can't go from laying on our bellies as like if you're a baby and just go immediately into walking. We don't sit there and I would hope not anyway. Is when your child is learning to walk and sit there and laugh and make fun of them and saying, calling them names and saying, and I'm not talking about laugh like joking with them. I'm talking about like thinking, expecting them to be able to walk right away. And I'm trying to give myself that grace as well because my body has been put under a lot of pressure, a lot of weight. I've abused my body, and now it's learning to it's healing, and it's learning to do these things basically all over again. So I'm giving myself grace. I'm taking these NSVs because they are the beginning steps, like crawling. I'm finally starting to crawl. And I'm sorry, guys, I'm starting to crawl. So I hope the next time we talk, there'll be some walking and some new NSVs. But anyway, I just want to come out and share that with you all. And until next time, have a fantastic week. And I will talk to you again soon. Take care. Bye-bye.